Hello. So continuing on from budget video, if you haven't watched it, link in description below. A budget plan has got three main focus points. The first point is balance, second point is goals, and the third point is freedom. Now, a balance could mean a balance between your income versus your expenses, your needs versus your wants, or your short-term versus your long-term goals. Now, when we talk about goals in the form of a budget plan, it means clarity and prioritization, progress tracking, and motivation and control. When we talk about freedom, freedom is financial security and choice, also with flexibility, as well as the most important part is reduce stress. A financial stress can be a major burden on anyone. So a budget, a well-constructed or a well-defined budget plan helps you combat those stress, which leads to a better financial future. There are several different types of budget plan available when you're starting out. I've listed down the top 3 budget plans, which are great for beginners, user-friendly, and easy to understand and implement. Also, in the top 3 is a plan that I highly recommend to anyone who's trying to save some money. First up on the list is the 50-30-20 method. Second is the pay yourself method. Third is the zero-based method. What you need to note and remember is the best budget plan is the one that works for you. The top 3 doesn't necessarily mean these will suit to everyone's unique individual situation. Consider your financial goals, personality, and spending habits when you are choosing a budget plan. So in a 50-30-20 method, 50% of your income is allocated towards your needs, 30% towards your wants, and 20% towards your savings. 50% of needs can include your rent, your mortgage, your grocery bills, your utility bills, etc. 30% of your wants can include your hobbies, dining out, takeouts, a new phone, a new gadget. And 20% of your savings can include savings for your future goal, your retirement, a holiday, or any other type of savings you have. 20% is allocated towards it. Some of the major strengths of these plans are it's simple and easy to understand, meaning it's easy to implement and it's perfect for beginners. It has got a very balanced approach, meaning the allocation of 50, 30, 20% to your assigned categories promotes a balanced spending. Now, some of the weaknesses that I can find in this plan is the inflexibility, meaning fixed percentages does not reflect on everyone's unique spending habit. Also, someone with a high rent or mortgage payment may struggle with a rigid 50% allocation. So you need to find the correct balance that works the best for your situation at hand. Also, one more thing, it does not actively or explicitly address your debt repayment. So if someone has got a higher debt repayment, this plan may not be the best for you. However, you can play around with the percentages to suit your needs if you really want to use this plan. Pay yourself first method, meaning look after yourself first and stop making other people rich. In this plan, the first thing you do when you get paid is transfer a set amount or set up an automatic payment system that transfers a set amount into your savings account. So the thing that you normally do the last or hope for have some money to do the last thing that you do on your payday, this is the first thing that you do on your payday because it prioritizes savings and it treats it like a bill. Secondly, it's an automated success. So once you set up an automatic payment system, it makes your savings very seamless and a worry-free process. Thirdly, it's a great habit builder. Trust me, it develops a very healthy habit of saving before you start spending. The weaknesses I find in this is living on less, meaning the remainder of the amount requires a very high level of control, and the amount that is left over may be very tempting for people who have impulse spending habit. They may be reluctant to spend or overspend on things that they don't need. So these are some of the things that I can point out. However, the major strength is saving first, the zero-based method. Now, in this method or plan, every dollar you earn gets a job. You assign an amount of your income to your specific categories or spending categories, ensuring no leftover funds go rogue. Meaning, it's a very detailed tracking of your income. It encourages tracking of each dollar you spend. And it's plain and simple, because once you assign every or an amount to your categories, it leads to a greater awareness of your spending habits. The other thing it combats is overspending. So it helps you identify areas that you overspending, and it allows you to optimize your budget in a way that suits your income, the amount of income versus the actual expenses you have on hand. The third thing I can note here with this budget plan, why everyone chooses this one as a starter, it gives you a complete sense of control over your finances, because every dollar that you assign or any other amount that you assign to your categories, to your spending categories, you have full view and control of each spending category and habits that you are spending on. The other thing I note here is it's a bit of a commitment, a time commitment, setting up and maintaining this type of budget plan, because most of the time you are on a spreadsheet or on an app that relies heavily on tracking, because you need to allocate funds or assign funds or amounts to each category and optimize it to the best that works for you. And the last thing I want to point out here is it requires a very strict and high level of discipline, and people can feel restrictive. All in all, a budget plan means that it is a method or a tool to give you a better understanding of your finances, have a better control of your spending, and save any way or anywhere you can towards your future or a goal that you may be working towards. So if you like this video, please subscribe and share with anyone that can find it useful. Thank you.